Welcome to the creation of the best running back road to glory you will see in NCAA across the whole land. His name is Brandon Wilson, speed back from Baltimore, Maryland, plays for Pikesville, Catonsville, get my facts straight, Catonsville Panthers wears number 16, Trojan set, relatively large stadium, 6'2", 210, still a burner, don't care what you say. Repo speed, robot, helmet, dark Under Armour visor because the team is sponsored by Under Armour. Top half left sleeve team color, which is yellow, and the right sleeve is 3/4 of a sleeve is white, and have a wristband, a sweatband should I say, on his right elbow. And 2 Under Armour gloves, and he has that towel. So this guy swagged out for the field action. Speaking of field action, you want to see some? Don't matter if you don't, because some's coming up. See you then. Hello everybody, and welcome to this ESPN special presentation of high school football in Baltimore, Maryland, where the Forestville Panthers, actually the Forestville Broncos, will be facing the Catonsville Panthers. And the star player to watch out for is the guy returning the ball right now. He is so electric, and he's looking electric on the first play of the season, but this one is more than likely coming back because of clipping on Thomas Green. So now that big return will be neglected, and as I was saying before, the clipping cut me off in that big return. Wilson's very explosive. He will break off a big run any second. He is fast. He is the fastest person on the field every time he steps onto the field, and you better believe that. And he says he's hoping to take Clemson by storm this fall. So will he be able, should I say, let me use proper English, and look at these cuts, they're so sexy from Wilson, but that's also a weakness. He also tends to cut unnecessarily just to make a flashy play. But will he be able to show out for the Clemson scouts to make them buy into him? And look at this wildcat play caught from behind, luckily, barely getting a piece of Brandon's ankles. And you can see this Catonsville offense is solely based around the running back Wilson. He is the guy of their system, and look at that, staying on his feet for an extra couple yards. That is exactly what this guy is all about. So it's going to be 3rd and 2. Will very much surprise me if the Catonsville Panthers do not go to him, but the pitch to Wilson, and the block is not picked up, and he'll run backward. That's also a weakness. He lost 16 yards, and now he's back to 19 yards rushing on the day. That's just 12 yards, actually, I'm sorry. And that he just tends to run backwards. He's not afraid of contact by any means. Look at that spin move right there. And now he's looking to bust something off. Look at that stiff arm 10-yard return. And now his job is to get everything he earned on that previous job back, because a block wasn't picked up and he ran backwards trying to make something work. But something did not work. And look at that, the guard just got pounded back, and Wilson had nowhere to run. So this Catonsville offense is very one-dimensional, and it tends to work, but it seems like Forestville has Wilson on lock. But look at that cut! He cut perfectly into the gap, and Wilson will take it 52 yards to the house. Wilson with the beautiful shake right there, and he just took it all the way to the house, and their drive was stalled again, and just on one play he earned everything he had gotten back just on that 152-yard return. So now Wilson back to return. The punt is going to be spiraled out of bounds, so he doesn't even bother to waste his energy because he's right back out there on offense now. So the quarterback has not dropped back to pass once, And I doubt that streak is about to be broken right here. So now, man in motion, just a little motion. And now look at that, he's not scared of contact. He didn't make a cut. In fact, another weakness of this guy, I know I'm quick to point out his weaknesses, but I'm not really talking about his strengths. But for right now, I'm just talking about the weaknesses as he barrels forward for the first down. He was knocked back, but in the beginning, he got the first down, and in the first quarter, we'll talk more at the start of the second. So welcome to the start of the second quarter, where Wilson has 9 rushes, 74 yards, and the Catonsville Panthers have yet to drop back for a pass. So now, Wilson to run again. The blocking, magnificent. He hits the edge again. Juke move. 108 yards. He's cracked the century mark, and you can see he is excited. The quarterback's excited. Everybody is excited here. So, like I was saying, Wilson would rather cut into the contact rather than cut and run into the green. He wants contact. He didn't look like he wanted contact on that previous play, but he was just trying to make a play happen. That's what a lot of speedsters get caught doing. Running backwards, just trying to make something happen with their feet, and look at that, nowhere to go. He was stuffed. He was doing his best to stay on his feet. Will the quarterback pass for the first time here? That is the question. He has not passed once, and this is a pass, but surprise, surprise, it's supposed to be to Williamson. Actually, Wilson, I'm sorry. Williamson is a wide receiver, but Steve Merker couldn't get it out of his hands. The explosive Catonsville offense has to settle for 3, and Forestville's offense, very, very horrible, to say the least. We all know that here, being a Maryland-based broadcast. And oh my goodness, he cuts it back to the outside. He's running out of energy, you can tell. And he gets a 16-yard rush. He's trying to save all his energy up. And it's just been one pass, 12 rushes. That's the play selection chart for the Catonsville Panthers. So now Merker under center. I doubt after that destructive screenplay that they're going back to the air. Look at that. Blocking. Magnificent. And the cut. Oh my goodness. He's the fastest player out there on the field. One of his weaknesses again, he just doesn't cut into the open field, and if the cut is unnecessary, he just doesn't keep going when he needs to. And look at that, his lineman got in his way. That was completely the lineman's fault. That lineman has a full ride scholarship to Alabama. He'll have to sit out 1 year, but he'll be in competition the very next in his sophomore year. So I doubt if he doesn't take a red shirt, I would be very surprised. And look at these cuts and runs over a linebacker. Gain of 9 for Wilson. Wilson's excited. 15 rushes, 143 yards. No quarterback on the field. Actually, the quarterback is split out wide, and Wilson, he is in the gun, about to take a direct snap. Maybe the same exact play we saw last time. Wilson takes the snap, hits the outside. He has a lane, and he's getting tackled from behind again. They're getting a lot of lucky shoestring tackles that usually don't work on Wilson, but you can see he just made an extremely athletic play. 2 of the most athletic people on the field, middle linebacker and running back. That's all I have to say. Just 2 of the most athletic guys on the field. The linebacker made a more athletic play than Wilson did. Really didn't attempt to make an athletic play. But here, it's a pass play, and he's going long and complete. Come on, Catonsville, just go back to the ground. What are you doing? You're straying away from what we do just because it's under 2 minutes. That's stupid. If you're gonna pass it to Wilson, should I say, or Williamson, because oh my goodness, Wilson with the catch, and he will bury his way into the end zone. We have to take another look at that, and oh my goodness, our studio can't get the replay, but did you see that right there? He just got the catch, and he bulldozed his way past the whole secondary, through this whole secondary, should I say, got to the end zone, and now the kick return to put his team in some special field position, and 27-yard return, not too shabby for Wilson, and now they'll have a chance at a decent Hail Mary at the least. I'll be surprised if Wilson goes out because he just wanted to save his energy. He doesn't want to burn himself out. But he may go on a surprise wheel, like I said. And Steve Merker threw a terrible pass. He should have lobbed it up so Wilson could go grab that one and take it to the house. Like I said, fastest player on the field. Or, for better judgment, he could have went out of bounds. There was a second spare left on the clock. So Merker's 1 for 4 on the day because Wilson actually dropped that. He's going to throw it long. And that's incomplete, and that will end the half. Merker 1 for 5. That completion is to Wilson. And now a turnover on downs for the Forestville Broncos. And now the Panthers are going to take control of the ball. And look at that spin move. And he stays on his feet. Put his hand on the ground much like his idol. He's admitted that he's his idol. Ray Rice, he's patting that move. Put his hand on the ground. And now look at that. Steve Merker, he's just having a bad bad day, should I say. And oh my goodness, he should have just pitched it out to Wilson. That would have been perfect. So now, shotgun, another pass. Why are they still testing out Merker? And only a gain of 1. See, now these guys are getting out of their comfort zone and get another turnover. Not on downs, but still a turnover. And come on, get back on the ground. Forestville, they're driving on us. Get back on the ground. Destroy their momentum. And look at that sexy double juke. The safety wasn't falling for it, though. Imagine if he did. That would have been ESPN #1 play of the top 10 all the way. So Wilson's just trying to heat back up like he was in the first half. And he's trying to barrel his way for the first down. Not quite. So if these guys go to Merker again, I am going to have a heart attack because Merker's just not ready for these situations. And they go to Merker again, but he actually throws an accurate pass to the tight end. Wisebecker, it's the red zone. You can't afford for Merker, the freshman's indecisive self, to take control of the red zone plays. And look at that unnecessary juke into the end zone. But Wilson, perfect goal line back. He's, like I said multiple times, sounding like a broken record. He's the fastest guy on the field, but he's also one of the biggest guys on the field. 6'1", 6'2", around that range, 210 pounds. He's a big dude to be that fast. This guy is a nightmare to tackle. And look at that stiff arm, and he's just barreling his way. The stiff arm was me. Got to the 40-yard line. And that's what you call pure will on Wilson's half. And now it's only 19 seconds left in the third quarter. And now the tight end's going to be coming in motion. And now Wilson's going to take the hand up. He's going to spin backwards. Terrible decision because he gets taken down in the backfield. Blitzing linebacker. They shouldn't have got the man in motion. That's exactly what got him backwards. That's what exactly got the linebacker a free lane. So it looked like Wilson was lining up at a direct snap just to get the defense on their heels. But now he's back in his normal running back's position. But it's 2nd and 19 here. Steve Merker, hike the ball. Merker, what are you waiting for? Hike the ball. So now Wilson, caught from behind right there. His ball carrier vision is at best average right there. You should have kept running right there. So I think one score is enough to say, hey, we're going to keep out our starters for the rest of the game. And look at this pure will from Wilson. Are you kidding me? Stiff-arming his way for the first down. Are you kidding me? We have to look at that replay. Don't wait. Let's zoom in on Wilson right here. He went out, ran the perfect route that Merker wanted. And look at this, just stiff-arming his way over the marker. First down, Catonsville. So now we'll see what's going to happen. It looks like he's going to be lining up in the Wildcat again for the Panthers. So now he looks to be running the opposite way. Look at that, block, picked up, but he can't stiff-arm this guy. He knows what his teammates have been going through. And look at this. He's going to go take another direct snap here. So now Wilson, he's gonna fake that, and now it's a free lane that looked like a pass all the way. They were running routes, but he has ball carrier vision. He doesn't have quarterback awareness, quarterback vision. He has running back vision. He saw open field. He took advantage of open field. You want proof of how many big plays Catonsville has had to the house? They have tied Forestville with first downs, but look at the score. Oh my goodness, you would think if they got 8 touchdowns, they would be up to us. This would be a shootout right now. It actually started out like a defensive game. We all thought this was going to be down to the wire game. Look at these cuts here, and he gets taken down, first and goal. Brandon Wilson, he's hunting for that 200-yard mark. You know, he is very conscious of his stats, and exactly that. He got over 200 yards, 205, and on the goal line, perfect running back, speed and power and agility. And that time, his agility, should I say, got him smoked by a defensive tackle. But he got a gain of 1 yard closer to that end zone. So now Wilson, speed, agility, elusiveness, power! Oh my God! He's in the end zone! The ball crossed the plane! Are you kidding me? But I have to show you this. You know all the replays, we gotta zoom in and look at this. Like I said, once I said power, he just did that, and the ball most definitely crossed the plane. But they don't have the technology at like college and NFL, and look at that, he just bulldozes his way. Come on, ref, late hit. What if our star running back got hurt? But Wilson gets into the end zone, and he's like, yeah, Panther pride. He got taken down in the end zone late. He doesn't care. Catonsville goes up 31-7, and he's just being called onto the field now for mop-up work, for putting the game away work. So now Wilson is going to take the handoff. Perfect pickup. Butter. Fullback. Cuts. Delicious. And he gets to the 20-ish yard line. Yes, the 20-yard line. Let's look at this replay right here. Look at that cut. Look at that cut. And he shakes off a tackle. And he keeps going until he's taken down. This guy runs angrily. Oh my goodness, he is just the perfect definition. Clemson, if you don't recruit this guy, oh my goodness, his second and third option school better recruit him, because this guy is just too much of a beast not to go to a top 15 school at that. So now he's going to cut in, cut out, and get destroyed by the safety. He got a big blow on him, and hopefully our running back gets up. Of course he does. He's just a warrior. He's just too much of a beast not to get up. So now this game is approaching the 17-minute mark. This video, should I say, Steve Merker, indecisive as always, is short. They'll put a field goal on the board. Forestville will run out the rest of the clock, and here is Wilson's final stat line. 32 carries, 243 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns, 2 receptions, 47 yards, and 1 receiving touchdown. He is now a 2-star running back. We'll see you next week in week 2 of Catonsville football. See you there. Deuces.